Your discipline builds your future. Welcome to Clartify.
You are not stuck because you don't know what to do. You are stuck because knowing replaced deciding. Read that again. Most people confuse awareness with movement. And that confusion costs years. You already know what to fix. You already know what to stop. You already know what matters. And yet, your life looks the same. This is not a motivational video. Motivation fades. This is an explanation. Because if knowledge was enough, your life would already look different by now. You wouldn't still be starting and stopping. You wouldn't still be negotiating with yourself. You wouldn't feel like time is moving forward while you stay in the same place. So the real question is not, why don't I know what to do? The real question is, why haven't I done it, even though I know? Most people today are busy, very busy. Their days are full. Their phones never stop. Their calendars are packed. From the outside, it looks like progress. From the inside, it feels like pressure. Messages, tasks, notifications, responsibilities. And at the end of the day, they feel exhausted, but not fulfilled. That's because busyness is not progress. It's motion without direction. Let me tell you a real story. I once met someone who was always exhausted. Not lazy, not unmotivated, just constantly tired. His days were full. Meetings, messages, small tasks that felt important in the moment. When I asked him what he was building, he went silent. Not because he didn't have goals, but because he hadn't chosen one in years. Busyness protected him from that realization. Busy felt responsible. Busy felt safe. But busy kept him exactly where he was. Busyness is not movement. It is camouflage. It hides confusion. It hides fear. It hides indecision. If you are always moving, you never have to choose a direction. And choosing a direction is dangerous, because once you choose, you become responsible. Responsible for your time. Responsible for your focus. Responsible for your results. That's why people fill their days. They wake up already tired. They rush through routines. They jump from task to task. Not because all tasks matter, but because being busy feels safer than being still. Stillness is quiet, and quiet makes the mind speak. Busy lives are loud enough to drown that voice. There is a reason people say, "I've been busy lately," instead of, "I've been avoiding something." Busyness sounds productive. Avoidance sounds weak. But most busyness is avoidance in disguise. Avoidance of clarity. Avoidance of commitment. Avoidance of admitting that effort without direction is just motion. Look closely at your own days. How many things do you do that don't actually move your life forward? Emails answered, messages replied, meetings attended, problems solved. You stay active, you stay occupied. And yet weeks pass, months pass, years pass, and nothing truly changes. Real progress simplifies life. False progress complicates it. Most people add more tasks, more goals, more habits, more routines. They never subtract, because subtraction forces a decision. When everything matters, nothing moves. That's why people stay busy. Busyness also creates another illusion, the illusion of being needed. Being needed feels good. If people depend on you, you feel valuable. You answer every message. You help everyone. You stay available. Your calendar is full. Your life is not. Being needed feels important, but importance is not direction. Many people confuse being needed with being fulfilled. They stay reactive, reacting to requests, reacting to urgency, reacting to problems. Reaction feels like action, but it isn't. Reaction keeps you busy. Action moves you forward. Most people never stop reacting long enough to act. And stopping feels dangerous. Stopping means silence. Silence means awareness. Awareness brings uncomfortable questions. Why am I living like this? Why am I not where I should be? What am I actually building? Those questions are heavier than exhaustion. So people choose exhaustion. They prefer being tired over being honest. That's why people say they're overwhelmed. Overwhelmed sounds external. Honesty sounds personal. Stillness feels like laziness. But it isn't. Stillness is confrontation. It removes distraction. It removes excuses. And most people don't want that mirror. Modern life makes this worse. Every notification, every open tab, every small decision, the brain gets tired long before you notice it. And tired brains choose comfort. That's why discipline collapses at night. That's why promises fail after long days. Not because you changed, because your energy dropped. People think they need more discipline. They don't. They need fewer leaks. Every open tab is a leak. Every unnecessary commitment is a leak. Every distraction you allow is a leak. Remove leaks, and consistency becomes possible. People who move forward are not stronger. They are earlier. They decide before distraction. They decide before exhaustion. They decide before the day decides for them. They design their environment instead of fighting it. That's why they look calm. Not excited, not dramatic, calm. And calm scares people. Because chaos feels familiar. Chaos gives excuses. Calm removes them. That's why people recreate chaos without realizing it. They say they want progress, but they keep lives that destroy it. Phones always closed. Notifications always on. Commitments everywhere. Then they wonder why nothing changes. Nothing changes because nothing is being protected. Progress requires space. Space to think. Space to choose. Space without interruption. That space must be defended. Not with motivation. With boundaries. Boundaries feel restrictive at first. But freedom without direction is noise. Real freedom feels boring before it feels powerful. Because it builds quietly. And this is where the quiet shift happens. Not with emotion, not with excitement, with one decision. You stop negotiating. You remove access. You simplify. No announcement, no speech, no motivation talk, just structure. The quiet shift happens when life becomes harder to sabotage. And once that happens, identity starts changing. Not because you thought differently, because behavior stopped fighting reality. Let me tell you one last story. A man didn't announce anything. He didn't talk about discipline. He removed notifications, moved his phone away, protected silence. Nothing dramatic happened. But 6 months later, his life looked different. Not because he became stronger, because chaos stopped controlling him. Most people will never experience this. Not because they can't change, because they won't. Because being busy feels safer than being responsible. Because explaining life feels easier than owning it. Because comfort is familiar, even when it costs years. If you are still listening, something already shifted. Not motivation, clarity. And clarity is dangerous. Because now you can't say you didn't know. You don't need another video. You don't need another technique. You need a decision, a quiet one. To stop confusing movement with progress. To stop filling time without direction. To choose one thing that actually matters and protect it. Most people will close this video and return to noise. They always do. If you don't, this channel is for you. If this made you uncomfortable, press like. If you're done confusing movement with progress, subscribe. And comment, I stopped confusing movement with progress. You are not stuck.
Thank you for watching. If you're ready to upgrade your mind and build unshakable discipline, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. More powerful lessons are coming. Stay disciplined. Stay clarify.